since birth, I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music.
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Jackson now on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go now.
And run again with Wright. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
3rd down from the gun. Diving right side, got it! It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's a give for Wright. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Going to the ground again on first. Has another lane. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Right again. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
That's caught for the first. And this is down all the way to the 3. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal. Right. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Here's a give inside to Wright. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal. They run it from the gun with Wright. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants finish off their opening drive. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Giants respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. They connect on the deep shot. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Mitchell can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Here's Mitchell again. And they stand him up. No breaking through, and the defense holds.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They send the tight end in motion. Gets this to Johnson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready.
Now a run with Wright. Past midfield to the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
19, 18.
Wright running out of the gun. And he gets this down to the 41 before being stopped. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Running behind center with Wright. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. A give to Wright. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. There on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Take go.
They'll try and throw it here into the hands of Schultz. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. All set up now for 1st and 10. Now Wright. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They're throwing it. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get some late points and the lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Trying for the deep ball. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Lamar now from the gun. That one's caught along the left sideline. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's throwing deep to the left side. Caught at the 20-yard line. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take the lead just before halftime. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. 1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Pistol snap to Jackson. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's on the move. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set.
Running it with Wright. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Ready up.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now. Go.
Here's Wright on the carry. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That's a short gain of 1. And the Giants will have a first down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
This is Wright. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Go.
Throwing now off play action. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the Springer. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Lamar out of the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Mitchell up the middle. Space to the left. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he drives this forward until they bring him down at the 38-yard line. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They run again with Wright. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to throw it. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen at one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Throwing deep for the end zone. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
They'll come out throwing. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's a give for Wright. And he'll get it up to the 44. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He'll throw it. This is complete to Schultz. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead.
Giants 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive.
On the set.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, or the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Giants are set to punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Begins his return at the 16. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner, up past the 35. Excellent return. He got 22 before being stopped. And the Ravens will go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. Mitchell on the carry. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Again, this is Mitchell. He's got room to roam here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
That's the end of the third. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, here's Lamar. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. A give to Mitchell, running left. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Set up. Ready.
They run it from the gun with Wright. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready.
2nd and 4. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Go.
shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's a pickup of 9. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They go play fake with Jackson. Vacates quickly on him quick, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Trying again following the sack. Rolling left, buying some time. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens put up even more points in a win. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
They motion a receiver left.
Ready, ready.
Back to the air following the pick 6. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go.
They'll throw on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, well, he had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
He's going deep. And they pick him off again. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Ravens very close to an 11th win this season. Five men in the secondary for the G-men now ahead of 3rd down. Here's Mitchell. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up 4th and 9. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And this one's out of the side of the end zone. Was trying to get that precise aim, but he was off the mark. It's going to be a touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He finds Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. The Giants using their first timeout. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Throwing from the gun here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Still sticking with the passing game. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Ready.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Let's go now.
They'll throw it again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Gotta hurry this to the line. 3rd and long for him here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL